Is the world expanding? No, not at all. The physical area of the Earth is finite, except certain gains and losses due to astronomical phenomena, like cosmic bombardment by charged particles and ultraviolet radiation, showers of meteors and hitting of meteorites from time to time. Certain lighter gases whose atomic movements are very fast and try to escape from the clutches of Earth's gravity into the deep space, like hydrogen and helium etc. The effective and resultant amount is ultimately the loss of the Earth's mass. The territorial boundary is limited to the average surface area as volume of the planet Earth, which roughly works out 4 pi r squared. R is approximately 6,378 kilometers or 3,963 miles, to be 196,938,000 square miles or 509,849,050 square kms. And accordingly the volume by the formula 4/3 pi r cubed can be worked out. Except slight deformity in the shape of the Earth caused by the wobbling effects due to the Earth's interior movements, the Earth is otherwise perfect in size and physical shape. The word world is meant as the shelter for all activities done by the dwellers and creatures of this planet Earth. The activities are increasing in multifolds but within the limited space and boundary of the Earth. Yes, certainly, if you mean the universe as a whole, cosmological redshift discovered by Kepler is the evidence for that. Galaxies are rushing around getting expanded in a crazy speed of 72 kilometers per second. The universe on the outside is expanding and contracting at the same time. Expanding at the top of the torus and contracting at the bottom of the torus. There is a pressure differential between what is happening on the outside of the energy field of the torus bubble and the inside, and the universe will expand until an equilibrium comes into existence. I think that is what some of them are saying. A lot of this is hypothetical. They observe what is happening and create a working model as an idea in the mind and then test it out periodically with new observations. The Big Bang is so widely accepted as the origin story of the universe that most people forget it is still a theory, and not proven fact. But new research led by astronomer Eric Lerner disputes the Big Bang, claiming that recent observations of light elements in the universe contradict the assumptions that support the theory. Let's look at the roadmap of the thinking mind and see how it relates to this torus model of the universe. This roadmap of the thinking mind is not a hypothesis but rather more of an experiential information, meaning I experienced these different mind states and came up with this roadmap of the thinking mind. Of course, I had help from the mystics and the ancients who looked at this well before me, and so I had an easier task at it myself of observing my mind and also finding some of its limitations. You will find me discussing this in much of my writings, but then what's more important than knowing thyself first before embarking on other matters of life, so not to fall into the trap of going around in circles of where the beginning is where the end is, with a forever chit-chat about the mind with no proper idea of an infrastructure of the mind in one's mind. Now we are going from mystical observations to science to back up some of the experiential data. Science has come a long way about the universe to help us understand the mind in a much wider context. They say that much of the mind is really in the ether within the spinning torus that you saw above. We are all one, connected to each other and the rest of the universe.